Magu Sho. Divine marijuana brings immortality. So, what I plan to talk about today is how you can become a member and also can study to become a consultant instructor of the first, because I don't think anybody okay, I smoke herb and I want to do kung fu. So I really think this might be the first ever in the life of ever cannabis kung fu. So, that being said, today we're going to talk about the business. If you become a member, or if you want to become a consultant instructor, all the courses that I teach are 10 months long. So, the membership, which is called the Art of Networking, or Tao Net, is only $5 and $3. $8 per month per person. Children under 12 are free. You understand? You can just bring them along. And if we get together and we're dealing with the holy herb marijuana, we smoking whatever. The children will, be somewhere else. I don't believe in a child dealing with the herb unless they have a medical problem. Now you're treating them with the herb, so that's a whole nother thing. But I don't believe in children using marijuana before they are legally able to say for themselves, like 18, right? Something like that. But that's on the parent, because I used to go out to the park and we out there smoking our holy chalices, and people send their children over to us, and they let their children smoke. So that's up to the parent. I'm not gonna tell ya. This is not a religion. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your own challenge. Do what you want to do with it. Okay, I'm not gonna go that far either. Now I ain't gonna say do what you want to do. So anyway, we're going to talk about the business, but first let's take care of business. Let's take care of the business of cannabis kung fu. Bam! The sacred smoking pipe of the holy herb. So, again, cannabis in this temple, church, house, space. I don't have nothing in the pipe. I thought I was prepared. But all I have to do, bam, is grab a nugget that'll fit in this little tiny pipe. Okay, where's a little nugget at? All I need is a little nugget. A little nugget. Oh, that's what happened. I was prepared. It fell out. So, as you see, we talk about yin and yang. So, when we talk about cannabis, we'll talk about two sides of the plant. The part that we smoke is considered yin because that's the female. In this case, the female is called, or in the Chinese, the female is called Ma Gu, or divine marijuana. Now, they say cannabis, but we'll get into all that because cannabis is the whole plant. What we smoke is the marijuana. And we recombine the plant because we use the hemp string. So this is the yang, or yang as y'all might say. This is the yang side of the plant, or male side of the plant. So they start out together, and then as you grow the plant, you have to separate them so the marijuana don't get all pregnant with stuff from, no, I don't know, something like that. So you have to separate the two because they're on the same plant. You have to separate the female so it becomes marijuana, and the hemp, the hemp. This is what's called in the Bible Ezekiel 34:29. Damn it, I ain't supposed to be going into that because that's the right Reverend Roy Rich, and that's a whole another thing. But anyway, just right quick, we are in our bodies, we are recombining the plants together with the hemp and the hemp male and the marijuana female. So I liked the holy hemp string so I can light the holy herb. So that's the, oh man, I'm going to pause. Okay, I'm back. This is black. I'm back. No, anyway. So, this, I'm going to repeat this a couple of times during these first videos so, people get it. When I use, at the beginning, this pipe, the small pipe in cannabis kung fu is used for recreational smoking. So basically, what I mean by that is that I'm just smoking the raw herb in the pipe. I'm not using paper. I'm not using blunts. I'm not smoking some chemical derived from the holy herb. And we do the same thing with food. If a vitamin is separated, if you take vitamin A from the apple instead of eating the whole apple, your body actually has to put all the different things back together with the vitamin A before it digests the vitamin or whatever garbage you're taking. You eat the apple, you get vitamin A. Don't worry about all this. Oh, if you take 100,000 billion milligrams of the vitamin A, blah, 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 blah. Did it grow on the tree like that? So this is something in cannabis kung fu. This is something that we are ingesting. I'll get into that on another video. I never stick with the daggone purpose of the video in the first place. First, I wanted to talk about the business of the art of. because everything that I'm teaching here is going to start out with the Art of T-O-A, Tao of Life, or Art of Life, Art of War, which is Cannabis Kung Fu, Art of Nomics, which is economics, Taonomics, which is about collecting. So everything will start off with Tao. And what I'm and the membership is in the Art of Networking, or Tao Net, which is only $8 a month. You don't have to become a take the course for consultant instructor. But for those of you who do, we will have soon the course for you to be certified within 10 months. All those courses, and there's included those of you who want to go on to be a priest. All those courses are 10 months. After 10 months, if you pass, because you pass, you're not going to be representing me, and you ain't even passed the course, man. So if you pass the course, you get your certificate, and you represent the first ever cannabis kung fu yoga. Oh, I didn't say yoga. The first cannabis kung fu. So anyway, I just don't never get to the business of the business. So I wrote all this down so I could talk about the business. But first, part of the business right here, right now, is to let y'all hear my new opening theme music. Now there's a video attached. I'll put a link to the video with the music on the bottom of this video. But check it out. My brother here in the room in the music studio put this together for a brother. So, that is my opening thingy. That's going to be like the promotion. And then below that, I'll have the link. I'm going to do a video, basically introducing the Cannabis Kung Fu channel and blah, 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 blah. So, that's part of the business. So right now, the first product that I have for sale. Now, well, let me say what the deal is first. So, if you become a member, $8 per month per adult person like peoples, you'll be able to sell the first ever cannabis kung fu book. So right now I have, I told you in the last video, right now I have the excerpt. So what we will be selling, like in you and I, what we will be selling, you basically will get the whole system in here. I have the basic 8 stances, the basic 8 punches of the first form of no form, the I Ching Chuan, or the classic of changes fist, form of no form. I'll explain all that, what that means later. So the very first thing, obviously, if you join as a member, or be, take the 10-month certification course, and you will really be certified by a real temple. look on my other video I showed. I'm going to talk about the certificate because I am an actual certified cannabis clergy. And I have my church, they made me say church. I have my church certified or registered with the IRS. So I have an IRS number. So when I certify, and I have my own nobody on earth kung fu. Nobody on earth kung fu. Me, I will be yours too. Is that like a commercial type shit? Yours too if you take my kung fu. So, we have our own kung fu. I'll get into what that kung fu is and all that stuff. So, the first product is the book. Now, if you, as soon as you join, you're able to sell the book. We're going to sell it on the flash drive and on the, through the internet and stuff. But somebody might want a physical copy too, so that will be available. Either one is $17 as the distributor for Cannabis Kung Fu products, which the first one is the book. You get $10. Oh no, that's 20, right? You get $10. And all you have to do is send me 7. When I get my 7, if I don't get my 7, I'm going to send my man to your house. No. Bad. Send me 7. You keep 10 because you the one sold the book. Right? And then I'll send me the $7 with the person's address, blah, 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 blah. And I'll send them either a physical copy of the book or the flash drive, which they can print out the book. But it probably, you know what? It just came into my brain. They'll get a physical copy of the book. I know I'm making a promise because it's difficult to print stuff out, or expensive, I should say. But this is what I'll do. We'll send the physical copy of the flash drive. Because I was about to say we'll send a physical copy. And then I thought about it. Yeah, this is expensive. Color copy. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just starting out. We'll get to the point where we can send you a physical copy of the book. But I'm talking beyond myself right now. Because if 1,000 people that day send, I get $7,000 in a day. Oh yeah, I can print you up some books. But if it's like 1, 2 people and they want a book, you're going to get a flash drive and you can print out the book yourself. Okay, is that cool? Until I'm starting out. Look around me. Do you see any help? It's going to be just me. So, the first thing we have, they go myself with Sifu MC. So the first thing you get is the excerpt of the book is $17. When I finish the rest of the book and combine, then we'll figure out a price for the whole book. But of course, the people who bought the excerpt, when the rest of the book come out, they will get that discount for the rest of the book. So what else are we going to have? So I just want to go through this right quick. So if you call me, I will give you a free consultation. So if you are interested in studying the art of or Tao life, self-healing, yoga, alchemy, it's a 10-month course, blah, blah, blah. I just explained all that. But if you're just interested, you don't know yet because you might not even know what the Tao is. I'm surprised that a lot of people don't even know what the Tao is yet. They just heard about it. But have you heard about Tai Chi? Have you heard about acupuncture and acupressure? Have you heard about Qigong? That all is based in the Tao. So, call me up. I'll give you a free consultation. Now, on Saturday, 4/20, which is April 20th, 2025, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is the grand opening of this space here in LA in the Mert Park. If you hear and you know where this is at, or just hit me up, I'll tell you where it's at. Saturday, April 20th, 4/20. This is Kannabis Kung Fu. April 20th, 4/20. We're going to have the grand opening of Kannabis Kung Fu Studio, or whatever you want to, what we call this, temple, church, all that, house, and open house. So if you're here in LA, or if you're coming from somewhere else and you're going to be in LA that Saturday, come by from 8 to 8. Again, it's going to be a lot of 8s in this Tao stuff. So, what will I be doing from 8 to 8? So every 2 hours, so at 8 o'clock, I'm going to do like a lecture, and then I will do a workshop. You're going to work out with me, and then I will do a demonstration of, the Kannabis Kung Fu. What else I said I was going to do? Where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. So from 8 o'clock, I'll do that, and then I won't do another one again. So it'll be 8 every 2 hours. So 8 to whatever time that ends, and then 8, 9, 10 o'clock I'll do the whole thing over again. So all the way up to 6 o'clock in the evening, I'll do, and the whole thing is going to end at 8 o'clock in the evening. Got it? If you didn't, play it back. Anyway, what else I said I'm going to do? So, yeah, a Taonomics class. Now, that corner over there is about the wealth building and the cash flow. You understand? And, well, you probably can't see the book right there, but it says Tao of Abundance. So we're going to talk about that, the Tao of Abundance. They have a Tao. I have nothing but books on the Tao, and they're all about different subjects. This stuff is amazing. Anyway, so yeah, the art or the Tao of war, the art of war, the art of life. The art of war is the Kannabis Kung Fu. The art of nomics is wealth building and cash flow. And then we're going to talk about what I'm supposed to be talking about now, is the art of, or Tao of the art of business. So all of our businesses, as I just explained, start off with Tao, life, Tao, war, Tao, nomics. So we're going to talk about the art of Tao business right now. Well, that's what we're talking about. So, what else? So that's pretty much the courses that I will be teaching, and we're going to have, well, I'm going to get into that in a minute. So I talked about, bam, my book, which will give you this excerpt, because the rest of the book is about history, blah, blah, but this excerpt right here will give you the complete foundation of the system. You understand? And it's in color, like me. Color. So, the book is $17. Those of you who sell the book get $10 and send me $7, right? So, If you sell 100 books a week, if you set up your own website, blah blah blah, and really get into just the book, the first ever cannabis kung fu book. So say, cause I had a video, I sold 100 videos over the summer, qigong videos, right in New York, in Harlem, and I wasn't thinking back then. This was years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Oh, that was a long time ago. But I'm thinking right now, if you are the first person in your city, in your town, in your state, selling the first ever book on the first ever cannabis kung fu, now think about this for a minute. How many people in your state, especially if it's a legal marijuana state, how many people are interested in cannabis? And as I said, this is a whole new system. So how many people know cannabis kung fu? So how much potential at $10 per book? If you sold 100 books a week at $10, how much is that? And if you did that every week, just the book. But let's get into the rest of the products, because the idea is that a warrior, which if you're studying cannabis kung fu, or even the art of life, because it takes a warrior mentality to even get really teach, learn, practice self-healing. That's a warrior focused mentality. Now warrior also means the cannabis kung fu, learning how to fight. But then there's the Daonomics, which is the warrior of economics. Helping people economically is going to be very important, right? Very, very important, because let me just mention right quick, a lot of people are losing jobs. I didn't say a lot of people are going to be losing jobs. I said, and I think you already know, I'm not making it up, a lot of people have already lost jobs, and a whole lot of other people are going to lose jobs. So, what are all these people going to do when they don't have jobs, and they've been doing this for like 40, 50 years? They don't know nothing else. They have to learn something that AI cannot, cannot, cannot do. It cannot instruct or consult you like a live instructor consultant. It cannot. It cannot. It cannot. No, zip, zero, nada. We will not be replaced by robots nor AI. So anyway, what else do we have to offer here? So a warrior is not only a survivor, but she or he thrives, which means we have to have our own, in this case, kung fu business, self-healing business, or actually the wealth building part should be part of, if you take one of them, you should also take the wealth building part. But you can take that separately. If you already have your own system of yoga and your own system of martial arts, that don't mean you can't take this section and make it your own, or even the spirituality of the cannabis. You don't have to take the my martial art. If you have a martial art already, you can just add on the cannabis kung fu, learning how to smoke and use the cannabis spiritually. So anyway, I'm gonna get to this paper sooner or later. So what else? What are other products that we will have coming? Because I'll get to that side of the room, which is the manufacturing. So I'm like, man, I found out, those foam like nunchucks. I looked at it. I can make that. So one of the things will be making practice weapons, stabs, nunchucks, and other sticky type stick things. Exercise equipment is like really simple to make. We can make quality exercise equipment, bands and all that stuff to all the things that we will make, of course, will be a part of the cannabis kung fu. You understand? Like I made a wooden dummy by hand for the first time, and the way I made it, it's based on my cannabis kung fu. It's not like the wooden dummy of the Wing Chun. And then I also have the idea for warrior street wear, pants, shoes or sneakers, and stuff like that. That'll be tough, and but it'll be useful. I'll get into it more deep when I talk about it. So those are some of the products that I was thinking of. And I'm going to come back to this at the end, but right now, what I'm not showing right now is the products that will come from the cannabis kung fu kitchen. So, in the cannabis kung fu kitchen, which I will show later, I still got to do some straightening up, straightening stuff. But the Cannabis Kung Fu Kitchen, I will be doing videos about how to cook with marijuana or hemp, and how to make teas and all that type of stuff. I have a full-size kitchen, so we'll be doing that in the kitchen. But this is a list of the products that I thought of that could be easily made. Now again, right now, I'm by myself. I am about to start promoting this channel, and I'm going to be promoting locally to find people, hopefully, who will be regular students who will be helping me. So when I'm talking about these products right here, that's going to be part of the business. Just keep in mind, right now I'm building to the point where I have people helping me with making all this stuff. Because if I get 1,000 orders right now, like today, it'd be like, I gotta go find people. Because it'd be like, y'all gotta wait until I fix 1,000 of whatever they ordered, So these are the products that'll come out the kitchen. Magu will be the name of the line. Magu, Divine Marijuana. So we have Divine Marijuana or Magu Kung Foods. Now it's funny that I'm using that because I said it on other videos. When I was first studying Tai Chi, everybody was like, you take, as a joke. They was like, oh, you taking that Kung Food? No, it's Kung Fu. And they joked and joked. But now that we all older now they got missing they got hip replacements and people walking around, people dead, people done died. And now they like, man, if we would have studied that Kung Fu with you, we be good like you. Still ain't nobody called me. But anyway, so Kung Foods is based on, we're gonna talk about it. The 5 tastes. I love this stuff. I love it. The 5 tastes give strength and energy to the 5 sets of organs. You have empty organs and you have solid organs. And they match up with other, they match up with other organs. So when you eat, the best one to tell that a taste actually excites a specific organ is the hot taste. Go find you some Chinese, those little tiny Chinese hot black peppers. Eat one of them joints. And especially if you got mucus or cold, when you eat that joint, all that tears, all that gonna come out. It's gonna come out. I'm telling you. I don't even have to. It's food. Eat it. I don't even have to prescribe nothing. If you got congestion or cold, go eat you some of them Chinese hot peppers and see what happens. So that is the most that'll show you right away. Oh, hot taste deals with the lungs, and the lungs are also connected to the large intestines. So if you're eating the real hot taste, not cooked hot, but the taste pungent or hot, when you really a friend thought they were playing a joke on me. That's how I found out about them black peppers. They took me to the Chinese restaurant and gave me one of them peppers. I ain't know. I'm young. I ate that joint, boy. I'm like, tears and shit and snot. I'm like, oh. Now, if you like hot, it's cool, and you don't have to eat anything that hot. That's hot. I just made that as an example, but you can calm it down to like jalapenos. But the idea is that every day you're eating from the five tastes, and each one of those tastes energize and strengthen a different organ system within your body. So that's kung foods. Y'all don't even know that. So that's the first business. I already got the setup to grow the foods and prepare them, but again, I'm by myself right now. So the next thing I call Thai tea, or it would be in Chinese, it would be Thai cha. Cha means cheese, but in kung fu, especially cannabis kung fu, instead of saying Tai Chi, I'm saying Tai Chi or Cha, which means grand tea. Now, in our temple, a grand tea is learning how to mix tonic herbs to create a formula. Now, now I'm not talking about. There's a whole separate thing dealing with Chinese herbs for medicinal purpose, for healing. But tonic herbs are herbs that you can mix together and take consistently to strengthen the whole body or strengthen an organ system that might be weak. But I'm going to talk about those tonic herbs, and that will be a product that we'll be selling called Thai teas. In Chinese, teas is cha. So we're going to learn about the kung fu. They call it what they call it. It's the tea kung fu where you learn how to pour it and you learn how hot it's supposed to be and all that type of stuff. I'm not thinking right now. It's like early in the morning. So here we go. Here we get into the deeper parts of the Margu. The higher level of what I just talked about, the Thai cheese, is actually Shen Chi, or making the elixir of immortality. Now, we're going to have this stuff for sale. Y'all think I'm just making a name up out of nowhere? Wait till I really show you what the elixir of immortality. So one part of the elixir is the Thai teas, tonic herbs, Chinese herbs that I talk about. But what makes that's just a tonic tea. But what makes a tonic tea a elixir, or an elixir of immortality? Because on this side of the room, Margu, the whole the book and stuff is talking about, the whole idea of this kung fu behind the whole idea of Margu, blah, 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 is that in the book it talks about the legend of Margu creating this elixir that she brought to the 8 immortals and the sages up in a specific mountain. We're going to talk about all that. And so we're not going to talk about so much of the smoke. We'll get into that. So Shen Qi, the elixir of immortality, to make an elixir, you take that tonic herbal formula, and then you have to add something that also make it nutritious, like cocoa, coca, coconut, things like that. You add the two together, so it's not because the tonic herbs are energizing, but the food stuff that you add to it makes it nutritious. Now it's an elixir, and there are several elixirs, but we're gonna take one, and that is that formula that is the elixir of immortality. I'm talking about health, beauty, long life, all that, all that, all that. When we say immortality in Tao, we basically mean more life. I mean long life. But in this system, we also talk about the Jesus part, where you are working through breath, through meditation, through stillness, da 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 da. You're in the diet that I just talked about. All these things combine to transform the physical body. By transformation, I mean it'll start vibrating faster and faster the less and better you eat, etc. And then after a while, your vibrations are so high, your physical body transforms, or they call it transmutation in your Bible. The physical body transforms into a light, or like light, or spiritual body. Y'all thought Joe just was gonna come here and smoke a joint? This is that real shit. Let me reiterate. This is that real shit. And I haven't even started yet. Let's move on to, it's already 42 minutes. What's the next? So cannabis medicines. Oh my Lord. Have you heard of Rick Simpson oil? Now, Rick Simpson oil, that's healing cancer. Healing cancer. I have a legal registered with the everybody chats. We can heal people without their licenses. The license is the church now. I have a tax ID number. I'm registered as a cannabis and ordained cannabis clergy. It's real. It's not a joke. I'm not a joke, you understand? So cannabis medicines, I'm getting serious because this is for real, for real. You take like a pound of marijuana, not hemp, not CBD oil. That is not medicine. We're going to talk about that. You take a pound of marijuana, strong as possible, pure as possible, da 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 da, and you prepare it until it makes a little tiny vial, that whole big ass amount. I'm saying a pound, but you take a big ass amount and you cook it down until you just get that much oil left. And all you do is put a drop on the sick person's tongue. It's documented. It's documented. It's documented. I'm not making this up. I got books. I'm going to show all that stuff in the kitchen. So we can make our own medicine legally. That's why I'm tripping. I'm really tripping. After I came out to California and everything was just starting to become legal. So we can also make, let me get through this because it's already 44 minutes. We can also make, it just gets deeper and deeper. Cannabis holy anointing oil. I'm going to have to break, when we get into the kitchen, I'm going to have to break each one of these, because this is just the products that will come out of the kitchen, and they're not that hard to make. Like I said, being by myself, I won't be able to make them right now on a mass level until I get some people here that will help me. And they can be students. They don't have to be employees. So we'll make cannabis incense and candles, cannabis edibles. I have a big ass stove and a big ass kitchen, and we can make big ass cannabis eatable stuffers. Right now, I have hemp seeds, hemp seed oil, and hemp seed oil capsules. I've already made those up. So if anybody want to order them, each one of those, I have a bag of hemp seeds or a bottle of capsules, or probably come in a package, or with capsules, the seeds, the raw seeds, you put it in your salad, you mix them in your smoothies, whatever, whatever, whatever. And what's the other one I said? Or hemp seed oil. Oh, or hemp seed oil and coconut oil, whichever one. Each one, $10, $5, $10 each. Right now, I can do that. If 1,000 you call, I'll just find me a and Negro, come up here. I'll give you a bunch of money. Cause that's really simple. It's really simple. I already got the hemp seed oil. I already got the coconut oil. Those things are simple. The other stuff I just talked about, when we start moving this thing. But understand, we're going to put a price on all these things, and you as a member and or a student who is studying one of the 10-month programs, as soon as you join, whatever products we are selling, you will get commissions on being a distributor also of cannabis kung fu. And then in 10 months, you'll be able to consult or teach cannabis kung fu. The first ever consultant teacher of cannabis kung fu. So, we'll talk about the hemp store. We have coconut cure products, blah, blah, blah. And that is about it. You understand? Oh, no. Let's end the video with what I want. Sometimes I got to think about what I want. I just don't want money. I would be rich already, believe me. I should be rich. If I waited all these years to be for this, computer stuff to come out. If I would have went to like Beverly Hills, I used to live over there in the VA. Like I was in Beverly Hills, and the stuff that I teach, the elixir of immortality, and the practices that go with that to keep you young and healthy and vibrant and all that good shit. You know how much money I could be having by now? I would have teeth in my mouth. God dang nabbit. So anyway, what do I want? What am I looking for? Well, let me tell you first what I am available for. I ain't got no woman. I ain't got no chillins around. I'm by myself, so I'm very available for. Let me get ouch. Old skinny people bone. I am available for lectures. If you just want me to come to your city, your state, your town, wherever you live, you can become and make some money off of me. I'll come. I'll talk about all this. I'll do a demonstration. I'll talk about it. I'll lecture, whatever you call me for. You just make sure I got a place to stay if it's more than one day. You understand? If it's one day, I'll just come and I'll do my thing and leave. So I'll come and talk about cannabis kung fu. I can just talk. Like right now, I'm talking too much. So the other thing is workshops. So that's different because the lecture I can just talk. You understand? But the workshops, you gonna work, boy. I'm gonna get your ass somewhere. If you wanna be a promoter, we'll talk about that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So me, the guy who created and teaches the first ever cannabis kung fu, is available for lectures, workshops, retreats. What is a retreat? If you don't know, like if I do a lecture or workshop inside here with a few people, okay, but now a retreat, say we will go out to my land, which is like out there, and you bring your tent, blah, 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 or maybe we'll have a tent for you, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll do the lecture, workshop, lectures and answers. I call it coming to the Lawada. Because L, lecture, A, the answers to the questions that you have. W is the workshop. You're going to get off your ass and you're going to do some of the art of life. And then D, which is I will do a demonstration of cannabis kung fu. So that will be outside, like everybody spread out and got tents and shit like that. So that's an eco retreat. So I'm available for lectures, for workshops, for eco retreats. Now I put fundraisers after those three because all three of those things can be part of a fundraiser. So if you need funds, this is money, raise it for your particular purposes. Let me stop playing. If you need me to come out and do something and talk about and show cannabis kung fu to raise money for your whatever, all you gotta do is make sure I get there and get back, and we won't talk about no fee or nothing like that. Just make sure I get there and get back. Get me a ticket. Or if you here in LA, just make sure I get there and get back. I won't ask for no fee if we trying to raise money for your thingy. Hee hee. So, lectures, I'm available for lectures, workshops, retreats, fundraisers, demonstrations. Like I said, all those things can be part of like a fundraiser. But for my personal stuff, or maybe for someone else, I will do video or film. If you want to shoot some old guy with, I don't even have to open my mouth. You don't have to know that I ain't got no teeth or something. So I can close my mouth and just do some kung fu for you. And people be like, look at that old man. He can really do kung fu. So, I can be in the back of the film. Or you can just talk to me in like an interview. Like, what is cannabis kung fu? Somebody that have one of these marijuana magazines, marijuana, what you call them, podcasts, webcasts. Somebody gonna want to know what the heaven is cannabis kung fu. And guess what? I'm just the guy to tell you. So, people who want to back me doing any one of those things, lectures, workshops, retreats, fundraisers, demonstrations, film or video, and interviews, can become a sponsor, a promoter, an investor, or if you want to just learn, or maybe you just like the idea, you don't maybe want to learn the kung fu or the self-healing, again, maybe you have your own thing. I can also, it would be helpful to have people who interested in volunteers. There's people out there like that. Because I am a real live temple church house type thing with the tax ID and all that. A volunteer is actually a volunteer in helping to build this temple. Okay? So, if you just want to volunteer, you can do that. So, along with volunteers, we have people who just might want to donate. You might not want to join the temple. You might not want to learn the kung fu or the healing, but you might just have $100,000 sitting around, and you'd be like, I am a tax break. You send me $100,000, man, I will personally I'm an artist also. I will send you an art I'll put it on art. It'll be just yours. That'll be the only ever what you call that when you donate. You know, when you get your taxes back, tax deductible. It'll be the only tax deductible piece of paper that have cannabis kung fu art on it, and it'll be yours specifically. But if cause like if 10 of you like donate like $100,000, I will me, I will make each one of you with the tax ID number on it. I will make you a this is your donation receipt. I will make you a piece of art. You give me 10,000, you give me some couple of thousands of dollars. I'll make you a personal, your own, very own piece of Roy T. Bates seafood, ordained cannabis clergy, and I'll sign them up. I'll send you a picture of me, all that. You give me some money, like that type of money. Now, if you send $1, man, I won't reject it, but don't expect no tax break for $1 or two. Anyway, so yeah, you could be a sponsor, a promoter, an investor, a volunteer, or you can donate to the church. This is an actual church. I feel that I have to keep repeating that because when I say cannabis kung fu, I know the first thing that's going to come in people's head, oh, this is a joke. No, this is not a joke. So, membership, let's end with the membership. Membership in the Art of Networking, or DAO-Net, is $8 a month. If you decide that you want to take one of the 10-month consultant instructor courses, 10 months, that's $72 per month. So the total would be for 10 months, unless you're going to continue to become a member. After 10 months, it's $80 a month. Okay? So $8 a month for the membership, $72 a month for the 10-month course. And that is about it. I think I finally wrote down stuff so I can remember everything, and it only took an hour to explain everything, because I'm always trying to stay within the 12 minutes of the algorithms of YouTube. But these videos like this are just, so I'm building up to actually on 4/20 or April 20th, 2025, we will really have the introduction of this channel, Cannabis Kung Fu. And in this space right here, I will be having, if you're here in LA, Saturday 4/20, I will be having open house from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and every 2 hours I will be lecturing, demonstration, workshop, blah, blah, blah. Get it? I'm out. I'm trying to talk so it'd be like 60 minutes exactly, but it's taking too long. I'm out. Peace, brothers and sisters. Oh no, sisters. Always ladies yin first, and then the men. So, sisters, and brothers on the way, or the Tao. It didn't go off.